This is Srinivas Samboju. Today we are going to learn a new topic from 10th class, that is second chapter, sets. So what is made by sets and how can we represent the sets? How many types of sets? Okay, we can learn all these things in this class. So let us discuss what is a set first. So if you observe some groups, for example, the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So if you observe these group of numbers, we shall come to know these all numbers have a common property. Yes, what is that common property? Yes, those are even numbers. Those are even numbers. These numbers have common property. Okay, and let us take one more group of numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and 19, 17, so on. If you observe these group of numbers, you will come to know that these numbers have also a common property. What is that common property? Could you guess it? Yes, exactly. That is, the common property is these all numbers are prime numbers. Okay? So in this way, if you observe some groups, if they have some common property, then those groups are known as sets. Those groups are known as sets. Means set means a group of or a collection of well-defined objects. So whether they are numbers or they are any animals or any objects, whatever they may be, but they should have common property. Then only the group is known as a set. So what is set? Once again I shall define the set. Set is a group of or well-defined collection of objects. Okay, so here well-defined means the objects should have a common property. Then only the group is or the collection of objects is known as a set. Sets are denoted by capital letters in English alphabet. Means A, B, C, D. Capital letters are used to denote the sets. And the objects in the set are called elements. The objects in the set are called elements. And the elements of a set are put in between the brackets. The objects or the elements in the set are put in between the brackets. And some examples, if you take A is a set of the animals, cows for example. B is a set of animals, goats for example. If you take any group, if the group must contain a common property, then only the group is a set. Or in other way we can define the set: if an object belongs to a particular group or does not belong to a particular group, if you say, then the group is known as a set. Okay, means for example I have a group of cows. I have a group of cows. If a person brought a goat, does the goat belong to this group or not? Can you tell me? Yes, that goat does not belong to the group of cows which I have. So my group, I have the group of cows is called a set. Means an object, whether it belongs to a particular group or not, if you say, then the group is called a set. Okay, so in this way also we can define sets. There are number sets also. For example, if you take n natural numbers, those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, so on. The numbers have a common property, natural numbers. So it is a set. And whole number set. In whole number set, we have the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Like this, if the numbers have a common property, if some objects have a common property, if a group of elements have a common property, then that group is a set. Okay? So, sets can be represented in two ways. Sets can be represented in two ways. One is roster form and the other one is set builder form. Now let us discuss what is the roster form and what is set builder form. So first we shall come to know roster form. So what is roster form? If you give the list of all elements in the set, then it is known as a roster form. If you give all the elements listed in a set, then it is in roster form. For example, the months in a year. If you take a collection of months in a year, then what is the roster form here? If it is denoted by capital A is equal to the set of January, February, March, April, May, June, dash dash, so on, up to December. If you write all the names of the months in that set, then it is said to be in roster form. Means we are giving the list of all months, then it is roster form. And one more example. The vowels in English alphabet. What are the vowels in English alphabet? Do you know? Yes, exactly. A, E, I, O, U. If it is denoted by a set B, B is equal to A, comma, E, comma, I, comma, O, comma, U. If you give list of all the vowels, then it is said to be in roster form. So in this way, we can represent the sets in roster form. And next we shall come to set builder form. Okay, what is set builder form? In this set builder form, we cannot give them all the list of elements in the set. Just we give the common property of the elements in the set. Common property of the elements in the set. We do not give the list of all the elements. Just we give the property of the elements. For example, some numbers, even numbers. For example, if you take even numbers set, how can we write it in set builder form? For example, it is denoted by C. C is equal to set brackets open and X. You shall take any variable X, Y, Z, whatever it may be. X such that X is an even number, and close the brackets. So this is set builder form. Here we are not giving any number in this set, just we are giving the property of the elements by words X such that X is an even number. In this way we are giving the property of the number or elements, then it is said to be set builder form. For example, the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7 prime numbers are there. So how can we represent the prime numbers in set builder form? For example, if it is denoted by D, okay, D is equal to set brackets open and write y, x, y, z, you take any variable y is such that y is a prime number, that's all, and close the brackets. So this is the way we express set builder form. So in set builder form, we are giving the only the characteristic of the elements or the common property of the elements, but we do not give the on list of the elements. So this is set builder form. So these are the main two forms, roster form and set builder form. Children, you should learn perfectly these two forms. From set builder form to roster form you can change, and roster form to set builder form also you can change. So you should be able to change from one form to another form, because in your examination he may ask from set builder to roster form or roster to set builder form. So however it will be asked, you should be able to do that question. Okay, so these are the two main forms of the sets.